Hello, students of 2020 Scenic Design. This is video number 2 of our online class, and I'll try to keep this one short. I have 3 things that I'd like to share with you. The purpose of this video is to share with you a sketching or drawing assignment that you'll need to use as part of the class. And the 3 things that I'd like to share with you is, number 1, what is sketching or what is it for? Number 2, why do we need to learn it or why do we need to do it? And number 3 is how are we going to go about doing this assignment? So first of all, let me talk a little bit about what is a sketch. I suffer from something that's called the imposter syndrome, which means that I not only do I think that I'm a terrible artist, I really am a terrible artist. And interestingly, I've had a lot of people in my life cycle say to me, "Oh, you're so gifted, you're so creative, oh, you do these things so well." And I'm like, inside of me, I'm like, no, I know a lot of people who are so much more gifted and so much better at drawing and things than I am, and I really do. And I work, in fact, all of my colleagues are exceptionally better than I am. So what is drawing or what is sketching? Does it mean that you have to be a great artist in order to be able to do it? No, you don't. You can be like myself, which I don't even think of myself as an artist. I am minimally gifted at drawing. And yet, I understand the reason why I need to be able to draw, right? Because I live in a visual medium. I work with very visual people. And I need to be able to express my ideas not only verbally, but I need to be able to express my ideas visually. So why do we need to draw, or why do we need to come up with visual morgues and visual images and things like that? Because when we're working with the visual world and the visual medium in a visual way, we need other people to be able to see what we mean. So learning how to sketch and learning how to put together a visual morgue is an important part of our communication. And it's always important to remember that theater is only and ever about one thing. And that one thing that theater is about is communication, right? We have an idea. What's the single most clear way at this time, in this moment, that we can communicate that one single idea? That's what theater does. And why do we do Shakespeare 600 times? Because we can do it 600 different ways. So when we do a play, we're going to select the one reason, the one way, the one idea that we have to communicate this time, at this moment, this idea. So learning how to sketch and learn is one way that we work on beginning that initial visual communication, okay? So the third thing I wanted to share is this, well, how are we going to do this for this class and this exercise? So on the Moodle site, you have this image, which is an upside-down drawing of Stravinsky done by Picasso. So this is an actual Picasso drawing. You are all going to turn into little Picassos today, and you are going to make sure that you only look at this image upside down. Why upside down? This exercise is taken from a book called Drawing on the Left Side of the Brain. It's by Betty Edwards. It's a fantastic book. It's on the syllabus. And what we learn is that when we draw upside down, it tricks our brain into not seeing a person or not seeing someone seated or not seeing a chair. Instead, our brain is looking at pretty much positive and negative space. So when you look at this image upside down, what you'll be seeing is not someone that's seated. What you'll see is just a bunch of lines and shapes and forms. And you'll work on understanding the space and the spatial relationship between those lines and forms. And it'll make it a much easier process for you to come out with a drawing. So when you're done, take as much time as you want, and then when you're done, stop, turn your drawing right side up, and then you can do an A-B comparison. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture. You can use a phone or anything that you've got. Take a picture of your image, submit it to the Moodle site so that I can review it, and that is going to be the purpose. That's the how. And again, returning back to the why are we doing it, the reason why we're doing this is because you are all going to learn that you can draw just like Picasso.